Good morning. Do you want to settle your tax problems? If you do, it's up to you. You have to make a decision. You have to tell yourself, I'm going all the way with this. I'm going to do what I have to do to get my problems with my taxes resolved. You can't just go halfway. You've got to go full force, completely committed to your tax resolution. You can't go, half-heartedly, well, I don't know if I want to spend this kind of money. I don't know if I want to do this. I don't want to give IRS all my information. In order to settle your tax debt, you have to reveal a lot about your personal financial status, your assets, your liabilities, your monthly income, your monthly expenses. You have to file all the tax returns required to be filed, and you have to be in compliance, meaning you have to pay current taxes on your income. So as you're earning income, you must pay the taxes. You can't wait till the end of the year and then have a big debt and think, well, I'll just set up an offer and compromise at that time. It doesn't work that way. You have to be in compliance, and you have to be dedicated. That is, being dedicated and willing to go the full mile, go all the way, get all those tax returns prepared, get all those expenses together that you have had in a shoebox for many years. You need to file tax returns that are basically substantially correct. You don't want to lose out on tax deductions because you don't have receipts, because you can't reconstruct your expenses. If you can't prepare your tax return, then IRS is going to prepare one for you and not give you the benefit of any of the deductions that you would otherwise be entitled to if you filed your own tax return. And often, when you get into tax problems, one of the main ways of resolving these tax problems is to prepare a tax return, include all your income, all your taxable expenses or tax deductible expenses, and get that tax return filed. Often it'll bring your tax debt down considerably. And all you've done is prepared your tax return. But in order to do this, the IRS will have you prepare your return, but they consider their substitute for return the original. So your tax return, when submitted, has to go through an audit or reconsideration process before there is a determination as to whether or not the taxes that you owe are going to be adjusted. So keep in mind, if you really and truly want to get out of your tax problems and solve those tax debts, you have to be committed. There's nothing, you can't just hope that someone's going to do it for you. You have to be 110% committed. And then you have to find someone who's also committed to helping you. Don't go by a bunch of misleading advertisements. Do some research. Find someone who's highly qualified to help you. If you need assistance, if you want to find tax professionals, the IRS has a directory of tax professionals that is available for you to look at, that will give you not only the tax professional's credentials, their name, their address, and their phone number. So if you are really committed, you can solve your tax debts. You may not be able to resolve them the way you would like. That's not necessarily the way it's going to happen. The resolution depends a lot upon your facts and circumstances And it depends a great deal on what you're willing to do to get those taxes that you owe resolved in one way or the other. In such event, just keep in mind that there are solutions to your problems, but you've got to put forth a major effort to get them resolved. So you have a great day and get those problems resolved quickly.